Hello, everyone, and welcome to Kindy Rockstars. This is the show that gives you the stories behind the songs from some of the best bands and singers that are making fun, informative, educational, catchy, and occasionally silly songs for children and families. I'm your host, Patrick Adams, and each episode of Kindy Rockstars will feature an artist and a featured song. So let's get to this week's show. Welcome, everybody, to Kindy Rockstars. I am excited to have back on the show Katie Dwyer of Katie Dwyer Music for an album feature. How are you, Katie?
I'm doing well, thank you. How are you?
Not too bad.
Good.
All right. So what have you been up to since the last time we talked? And before you answer that, everybody go back to season 1 and check out the episodes from Katie Dwyer Music. Now, what have you been doing since then?
Well, I've been learning to keep things a little shorter, Patrick. Just kidding. When you listen to that first season, guys, you'll be like, wow, she's a talker. No, I have solidly been working on album number 2. And I guess I never imagined when we were talking that first time that we would be having this conversation this soon. So I'm really excited that it kind of just got moving, and I had enough material to quite a bit of material, more than that first album, to kind of get going on a second album. So I am really excited about this album, just over the moon excited. So yeah.
All right.
That's what I've been up to.
All right. Well, the album is called Let's Move. So let's talk about it, since it seems like that's what you've been predominantly up to. Yeah. We're going to talk about 5 different songs, but let's go ahead and talk about the album as a whole. Yeah. So kind of what inspired all of it? What was it like putting it all together?
So I guess, I have a music program. For anyone listening, I have a music program in New York City. And oftentimes when I write my music, I feel it's important, especially with little kids, to have something that accompanies the music, whether it be, sign language or of movement. And I think what I do well in my classes is, and how I keep kids engaged is that movement. So this happens to be, Let's Move is named, the album's named just solely because this is a very dancey album. And I love the idea of dancing as a family and having moves for the kids that are really easy to do. And I just kept it really light and really upbeat and really interactive. There are some slower songs on this album, which is kind of new for me. I have a lullaby on this album, but generally speaking, it's a lot of like stretching songs and just cut loose and dance. But in the music, I'm obviously kind of like guiding them onto what to do with their arms or their movements. There's a song, Dino Stomp and Chomp, where we're literally kind of stomping and chomping and roaring like dinosaurs. But I just wanted it to be a really upbeat, imaginative album where kids were dancing and moving their bodies. So it just felt appropriate that the album be called Let's Move, because it's just a really rock, dancey album, in my opinion, anyway.
So let's start talking about the songs, and you mentioned the dancing. Well, you have a song on here called Dance, Dance, Dance. Mm-hmm. So let's talk about that one a little bit. Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, this is one of Hazel's favorite songs. And I wrote this when I was actually quite a while ago when we were quarantining in Massachusetts during the pandemic. And I think I had a 10-day writing challenge. And so I just kind of came up with this hook of, to me, it's very Broadway-esque, but I just loved when Hazel was in this music program. Every week we would do a rock and roll song, and literally the only thing that we were instructed to do was just to dance with your kid. So the way I preface this in a class or in a concert setting is I say, look, grown-ups, this is where you let loose, you grab your kid, and you dance. It's literally just that. It's a rocking, upbeat, lively song that's called I like to move and dance around to a fun and happy beat. Let's clap our hands. And then we take it down to our toes, and then we move it up to our knees, and then we shake our hips from side to side. But it just encourages people to let loose, have fun, and dance. I mean, there's a funny part in the song where it cuts out and it's kind of just a tempo beat and there's no music. It's just me. And I equate it to like the kids' version of like a rock concert where everybody's just like clapping in sync. So there's a moment where I say, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it's so great because in my classes or in a concert, everybody literally does that. They clap to the beat and it feels just very rock and roll, but also very kid friendly and adult friendly. So kids follow my every move. They go down all the way to the ground and then we start working our way up our body. But it's just a fun dance number to just dance, have fun. Don't think about anything and move with your kids and have a good time.
All right. Well, with this song, and I think there's quite a few songs on the album, right?
This is a big one. There are 24 songs on this album.
Nice. So did those come out really quickly, or did you have a lot of them that you had been working on? Because that's a lot of songs in a short period of time.
It's funny, Patrick, because people are like, yeah, that's a lot of songs. And the truth is, like, I have 6 or 7 more songs to record, like right now. And I tell people all the time, like, for me, if I broke it up, for instance, and I did a smaller album, then I might not keep writing. I might just kind of rely on having this background of music. And I feel like to keep creative, I just need to like keep moving. But it's not like I just threw songs on there that I half-heartedly put together. Some of these songs have been in my repertoire for a while, and it just was a matter of not putting them on my first album because, let's be real, I mean, it's really expensive to produce an album. So it was just like, hey, we didn't get these in this recording session. We'll catch those next time when I can, when I have a little more money to put toward the project. But they're not just these kind of half-heartedly or songs thrown in half-heartedly. Like I really put a lot of time and effort into writing them. And the truth is we had 26 to put on this album. At the last minute, I cut 2 songs because honestly, I just felt they could be better. I didn't love how I recorded them. I didn't love my vocals. I felt they should be more expressive or more storytelling. And I said at the last minute, let's cut them. They can go on another album. But I have had these songs kind of ready to go for a really long time. There are some, we'll talk about I Am Me and Jazzy Fingers here in a minute. Those are newer to the bunch, and I can tell you how and why I wrote those. But a lot of these I've had ready to go for a while. And when the third album comes out, and I'm sure there'll be a third album, 7 of the songs that'll go on that album I've had in my head or have been written for a year and a half. So it's just a matter of kind of when to put them, and we kind of have to pick and choose. It really, we do. We have to say this one can wait, this one can go. And, but it is a hefty album. I just think like they're album ready and they were fun. So we said, let's do it. It's okay. And parents are not going to complain about the car ride wherever they're going. They'll be like, sweet, it's a little longer than the last one. So I hope anyway.
Well, hey, it's always good to have a backlog of songs and keep working on those albums. I know when I finish my
4-minute songs, like some of them are a minute and a half. I mean, there are a couple on this album that are a little longer, but still at the most, they're like not 3-minute songs. So it's still pretty quick album to listen through.
All right. Well, let's check out this first song. Here is Dance, Dance, Dance by Katie Dwyer Music.
your hips from side to side, the rhythm's got a hold of me. I like to move and dance around to a fun and happy beat. Let's clap our hands above our head and shuffle around our feet. I feel it in my toes and it's moving up to my knees. Shake your hips from side to side, the rhythm's got a hold of me. Dance, dance, dance till the sun goes down. Dance, dance, dance. 1, 2, 3, 4. I like to move and dance around to a fun and happy beat. Let's clap our hands above our head and shuffle around our feet. I feel it in my toes and it's moving up to my knees. Shake your hips from side to side, the rhythm's got a hold of me. Dance, dance, dance till the sun goes down. Dance, dance, dance. Dance, dance, dance till the sun goes down. Dance, dance, dance.
And that was Dance, Dance, Dance. All right. The second song we're going to talk about is I Am Me. So tell us about this one.
This is a song I feel that's like very near and dear to me. I just did this article with Authority magazine, and they asked me specifically if there was one thing that I could be, to make change in the world and like be a part of a movement, what would it be? And my answer to that was, hopefully this might seem like a boring answer because it's out there and people are saying it, which is good, right? Because it means that people are already starting to work up to this kind of idea. But this song, I Am Me, is really about self-acceptance and empowerment and just 100% accepting who you are as a human and knowing that you have value in this world and a lot to offer. And that, the chorus is I am me, I am me, and I am me. And we talk a lot in the song about you might like one thing and this is what I like, and you might like this and I like this. And I talk a lot. I mean, this is no surprise to you, Patrick. But at the end of the day, like, look around. This is a beautiful place. But you are, like, shout out who you are and I am me, and own that and be proud of it. And, today with social media and all of these things where, we're seeing what some people value, beauty and X, Y, and Z. I think that this conversation can start young now and just helping these kids understand that just to love who you are. And so that when you're older, you don't have this vision of what you think everybody thinks is beautiful, but you're just really confident in who you are and you accept that and you love yourself. And so this is, to me, just a very empowering, sweet song for kids about just really owning who you are and being yourself. So, yeah.
And there is definitely space in that category of kindie music for self-empowering songs.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Well, let's check it out. Here is I Am Me, Katie Dwyer music.
Hey, y'all, I've got a story to tell about a special person that I know well. She has brown hair and eyes, she talks a lot, it's no surprise she loves to dance and sing. I think you know that person's me. Every one of us is unique and cool. We're all so different and I think it rules. Hey, little ones, I want you to know that you are special too, and being you is the only way to go. Look around and see the whole wide world and how beautiful it can be. Be yourself and shout it out. I am me, I am me, I am me. Look around and see the whole wide chocolate, you might like vanilla. I play piano, you play ball with the fellas. We all like to do different things, and here's the clue: those differences make this world a brighter place for me and you. But in this song, if you only hear one thing, please hear what I'm about to sing. Just remember you are you, and to yourself always be true. Look around and see the whole wide world and how beautiful it can be. Be yourself and shout it out. I am me, I am me, I am me. Look around and see the whole wide world and how beautiful it can be. Be yourself and shout it out. I am me, I am me, I am me. I am me, I am me, I am me.
That was I Am Me. Our next song, interesting title, Jazzy Fingers. Tell us about this one.
I know. Listen, when we were working on the title of that, I had it down as Jazzy Fingers. I didn't really know what else to say. And I said, you know what? Let's just go with it. Jazzy Fingers it is. So this is like, in my opinion, the much more rocking, updated version to Where is Thumbkin. And let me tell you, there is nothing wrong with that song. I love Where is Thumbkin. But I love, again, as I've said, songs that are interactive. So for instance, this song we talk about and we sing about the five fingers with a little twist. So in a concert or in my class, when we sing, and what you won't hear on the album, well, you'll hear me do it. But in class, when we sing, I got one left thumb, and it says, I throw my hand in the air and everybody goes, hey, and everybody shouts, hey. And then I have choreography. It's as simple as like putting that finger in the air, your thumb, your pointer, your tall man, your ring man, or your pinky, or your whole hand. And we do this whole up, down choreography thing. The thing is, it just is that. Where is Thumbkin? Kids know it. It's a classic. We're talking about all of our fingers. And I think what I love about it, this is a very simple song, but it's really jazzy and funky. And people love this song. I get such... And when by the way, because I know the album's not out yet, I start singing these songs in class. So if you keep hearing me say people love these songs, it's because some people have heard me sing these now in class or in a concert setting. But I love, what I love the most is sometimes kids are not doing the dance moves with me, because I can see how hard they're concentrating on distinguishing what finger is what. So if I'm on pointer, if I'm on ringman, they're really looking at their fingers and they're really trying to copy me and put that finger in the air. And some of them are hard to do, like putting your ring finger up is actually really hard. But I love seeing their little brains turning about their fingers. They're just fingers. It's so simple, but the moves are really simple. It's a really jazzy beat, and it's just kind of an updated version of Where's Thumbkin. So yeah, that's jazzy. It's jazzy. So Jazzy Fingers.
Here we go. Here it is, Jazzy Fingers by Katie Dwyer Music.
I got one left thumb and it says, hey, I got another right thumb and it wants to play. They go up, down, round and round. Up, down, round and round. I got one left pointer and it says, hey, I got another right pointer and it wants to play. They go up, down, round and round.
And that was Jazzy Fingers. All right, let's rock. Tell us about this one.
Well, I love, when Kazel was a baby, we made a big effort to play her every type of music. She obviously listened to children's music. She listened to the songs that I wrote about my stuffed animals, but we also played her a lot of classical. But then like Lord Huron and like Nirvana, Kevin loves Nirvana. We played Hazel a ton of different genres of music. And I think the reason I do what I do is because I love this idea of children having music that is specific to that's theirs, but also still kind of rocking. And I just think I think listening to all sorts of music is so important, but still having their own music. So, but I also don't think they're too young to really just like rock out. I don't think everything kind of has to sound, and I don't mean to say that there's anything wrong with this, but not everything has to sound kind of jolly and whatever. I think sometimes kids' music can sound hard and loud and energetic and just really rocking. So this to me is a nod to kind of an older rock song, a rock ballad, but like maybe 19, like Jerry Lee Lewis, like that's heavy on the piano. It's a really quick beat. And it's just like, I might be little, but I still like to rock. I jam out to music all around the clock. And there's a nod to my first album. Music makes me happy. It's good for my soul. But this is another really interactive number where I sing, come on, let's rock. And then everybody puts their fists in the air and yells, rock and roll. Come on, let's rock. But the kids jump up in the air. We jump. It is, if I could tell you, I have a couple of songs, and I think I've said this to you before, maybe not, but where I think I might pass out. And this I like every time I sing it, I'm like, why did I not sing this at a slower tempo? Because I think I'm gonna pass out. But it's just that it's a very Jerry Lee Lewis. That's who I would equate it to, rock song for kids. And I just want them to know that, like, yeah, you might be little, but you still want to like listen to rock and roll music and like power through and shout and sing and be loud and so that's Let's Rock.
Yeah, get as many genres in front of the kids as possible. Love it.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's rock with Let's Rock. Here is Katie Dwyer music.
But I still like to rock. I jam out to music all around the clock. And music makes me happy. It is good for my soul. So come on, everybody, let's rock and roll. Come on, everybody, and let's rock. Rock and roll. Now pop your fist into the air and nod your head up and down and swing your hair and clap your hands to the sound of the beat. And don't you dare sit down, get up on your feet. Come on, everybody, and let's rock. Rock and roll, come on, 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 everybody. I'm a little rock and roller, music's good for my soul. I might be little, but I still like to rock. I jam out to music all around the clock. And music makes me happy, it is good for my soul. So come on, everybody, let's rock and roll. Come on, everybody, and let's rock. Rock and roll. Now pop your fist into the air and nod your head up and down and swing your hair and clap your hands to the sound of the beat. And don't you dare sit down, get up on your feet. Come on, everybody, and let's rock. Rock and roll, come on, let's rock. Rock and roll, come on, let's rock. Rock and
And that was Let's Rock. All right. The last song we're going to feature here is called Big Bear Poe. And I remember on your first record, there was a song called High City Squirrel. So I love the animal theme song. So
a lot of them.
Tell us about Big Bear Poe.
Well, along with the animal, I'm going to throw you even more. So on that first album, too, if you remember, there's a song called Giant Mo. And this is Big Bear Poe. And in Giant Mo, what I've learned, kids, again, I love imaginative song play. Anything where they can pretend, they're all in. And I learned from that first album in Giant Mo that kids love to sneak. So, again, I was in Massachusetts. My husband's mother has a very kind of wooded backyard. Hazel loves animals, so it's always easy to kind of go that trek. But sometimes the idea of scary animals can be scary for kids. And I love this idea that, we're sneaking through the house, with Giant Mo, for instance, but he's just, nothing comes up, but maybe he just wanted to play. And so for this song, I'm like, not everything has to be scary, right? We think it's a bear and it's really scary, but really he's just misunderstood and he wants to take a nap and he's just kind of like, rah, like aimlessly. I just envision this like drowsy bear who doesn't really know where he's walking, just kind of like, who's making that noise? And kids are like, ah! But then it's like, I just want to take a nap. So it's like that taps into kind of this like suspense for them, and we're sneaking and we step on that stick, and I'm like, very expressive. So I'm like, snap! But then again, kids, you get a boy or a girl to like make a dinosaur sound or an animal sound or they're all in. So again, just a way to get them to interact with me. I always go for those type of songs. So we stomp our feet 4 times, and then we do our hands, and then I will put my hand up oftentimes to have them really growl at me. And I have kids that are so committed to this song that I get these looks from the parents, like kind of like, like, I don't know what's happening to my child. like who's really coming? I'm like, no, it's so great. But the look on their faces. So I just love the idea that we're sneaking and it's suspenseful and it might be scary for a second, but then it's just a misunderstood bear who wants to take a nap in the woods, which, I mean, let's be real, we can all kind of relate to that when we're like suddenly woken up by our children and we're like, just trying to take a nap here. So that was Giant or Big Bear Poe.
All right.
And jazzy too. It's very kind of, I think this one's kind of another little jazzy number.
Perfect. So. Well, let's check it out. Here is Big Bear Poe, Katie Dwyer music.
Let's sneak through the forest on our tippy toes. Sneaking through the woods, you gotta watch where you go. And if you smell something fishy, you better beware, 'cause it's the big brown bear who's sleeping over there. If you wake him up, oh no, keep creeping like so watch out for that stick. Snap! Go, 'cause we just woke up the bear, Mr. Poe. He said, boom, 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 grr, grr. Boom, 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 grr, grr. Boom, 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 grr, grr. I just want to take a nap, madam and sir. Let's sneak through the forest on our tippy toes. Sneaking through the woods, you gotta watch where you go. And if you smell something fishy, you better beware, 'cause it's the big brown bear who's sleeping over there. If we wake him up, oh no, keep creeping like so watch out for that stick. Snap! Go, 'cause we just woke up the bear, Mr. Poe. He said, boom, 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 grr, grr. Boom, 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 grr, grr. Boom, 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 grr, grr. I just want to take a nap, madam and sir. He said, boom, 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 grr, grr. to take a nap, madam, and sir.
And that was Big Bear Poe. All right. So you said the album is going to be released. When will people be able to stream, download, buy this album?
So the album will be released September 9th. So we are very seriously considering doing kind of a pre-sale situation for anybody who might want access. With one of the incentives might be to have access to like a couple of the songs early that they can buy. But the album as a whole will be released September 9th. On just about every streaming service. And anything with me you can find on my website, katiedwyermusic.com. And of course, I would love for people to follow me on Instagram at Katie Dwyer Music, but that is where you can find me. And I'm really psyched for this album release. So I hope everybody listens and streams and buys, and that'd be awesome.
And I'm excited that we give people a 5-song preview of this album right here on this podcast.
I know. It's pretty cool.
All right. So what's in store for the rest of 2022?
So rest of 2022. So what we really are wanting to work on is getting content to everybody. So here we have the first album and now this second album. And I think our goal, now that Hazel will be in kindergarten and we have maybe just a little more time in the day, our big focus is going to be on getting visual content to families out there. So we really want to start working on YouTube content, some YouTube shorts, some TikTok stuff, get our reels up and really start kind of showing everybody who doesn't have the opportunity to take my class in person, kind of what happens when we're singing these songs and what the moves entail so that kids everywhere can enjoy the movement and the dance moves with their families at home. So I think that that's definitely a big thing for 2022, just a big content push for us. And then I think just for me, building the program, spreading it, starting to maybe have a couple different locations, and maybe trying to get some more concerts under our belt. We just did this Firefly Fling in Fayetteville, Arkansas, at the Botanical Garden of the Ozarks, and they sold about 2,500 tickets pre-sale, but about 4,000 people attended. And I think when I sang, there were probably about 2,000 to 2,500 people in the yard, which was really awesome. But just starting to kind of maybe do a couple gigs, different places to start sharing my music, just different places around the country and with different families would also be awesome. We may even be going back there this October, which would be really cool. So some concerts, some content, and just pushing this album and spreading my music and joy for families, to listen together. So that's the goal.
Well, Let's Move is the name of the album, and I wish you all the best. And I hope everybody enjoys their sneak preview of the songs we talked about today. And Katie, it's always a pleasure to have you on the show.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be on this show, Patrick. Thank you. I really do appreciate it.
All right. Good luck with everything and take care.